guys. Okay, P-Valley Season 2, Episode 4, Demethrius. I think that's what it is. Anyway, the pink is going up. Yes, it's a flock of fine women dancing everywhere. Divorce Bae from Season 1, she's back at the pink and she's being very generous. She is supporting all the fine women. So she gets a private dance from Toy. Toy nasty ass sneezed right in her face. Toy is so fucking gross. Like, don't you feel that shit coming, bitch? Divorce Bae went slapped the fuck off, and I don't blame her. Uncle Clifford tried to accommodate her. She's not trying to hear any of that. All of a sudden, Divorce Bae said, your club is in violation of several safety protocols. Snatched the mic from the DJ. She said, Lawrence Harkins here, Health Department regulator. I ordered this establishment to be shut down effective immediately for health and safety violations. Take your pink drinks and head to the exit because the pink is officially closed. I'm like, what the fuck? After all the customers cleared out, Lauren is up there talking to Uncle Clifford and Haley about what they need to do in order to bring everything up to code. Operate at 50% capacity, install plastic partitions between the vanities, and upgrade the AC system with a HEPA filler. And wear your mask at all times. Uncle Clifford been telling them to. Lauren tells Haley that they can reopen after the reinspection in 24 hours. And she also finds them $25,000. Uncle Clifford's like, don't nobody got that type of money. Lauren tells him, sell that Birkin bag, you'll have it. And Clifford is looking at her, and he said, you somebody's cousin or something. He pulls down her mask, and he said, you the heifer that was under the table blowing her divorce settlement. And the house mother, I don't know who this lady is. I'm going to just call her the house mother. She the one who do that makeup and hair and stuff, fix the girls up. She was like, yeah, she was talking about how she fucked her husband mama. Everybody was like, oh my God. She said, Lauren said, that wasn't me. That wasn't me. She said, all right, look, I'm going to give you a break. I'm going to find y'all $11K, but that's all I can do, and I'll be back in 24 hours. Like, she is pissed. She's like, being Whisper couldn't even do outset because Toy ass. So Brazil, she steps in. She was like, chill out, youngin'. I can vouch for her. Toy always had allergies. Roulette was like, Brazil, you better shut the fuck up talking to me. Girl, who asked you to step in? Brazil like, girl, I don't even know why you complaining. I heard you had diverse income streams. A customer come back asking for the girl with the dick sucking lips. Clifford, he steps in and was like, hold on, no nigga supposed to be getting hit up in my fine establishment. No, she lying on me. Brazil was like, where's the lie? Motion like Roulette is giving head. Roulette loses it. The girls are fighting. Roulette, she whipped that trick, okay? It's all on IG Live. Big L, he comes in and scoops Roulette up. And when he scoops her up, she kicks Brazil right in her fucking face, making her nose bleed. It's just a mess. Big L gets her in the back. He asks her about that wrestle move she did. It's called a dragon something. And he asks her, do she wrestle? And Roulette tells her, no, my brother used to. Big L asks her if she miss her brother. And Roulette is like, nigga, I'm not here for a therapy session. If you won't fire me, just say that. Big L was like, fire you for what? Fighting? I ain't gonna fire you for that. But I bet what Brazil has said is some truth to that, judging how you rolled up out of that car the other night. What was you doing? So Roulette asked him, what was you doing with Eminem? And she said, your silence says a lot. So I'll do the same because I'm a classy bitch. And Big L tells her, even a classy bitch can be finessed. He asks her, how do you get out of a dragon sleeper? Roulette said you have to get from under your opponent and get on top. Big L tells her, look, no matter how dirty you have to get, be the finesser, not the finessed. Big L is telling her, look, just do what you gotta do, but don't get caught. Keep the upper hand. You can't be out here doing shit like that and it's sloppy and messy. You all down the club sucking dick for $1,000. If you can get it like that, do it a different type way. If he can pay for $1,000 for that, he can pay for a room, and you can make your money that way. The pink closing that made the news. If we can't go to the Pink, where can we go? I mean, this is upsetting me and my homegirls. Sadie is talking to Uncle Clifford on the phone about everything that was going on at the club. Next thing that comes on the news is Pastor Woodbine is running for mayor. Mercedes tells Uncle Clifford, you created this monster. Uncle Clifford like, me? You would think that she would be satisfied with a referendum on the ballot. Now this bitch want to run for mayor. She's not going to win. Uncle Clifford's grandmother said, there goes the neighborhood. Mercedes' sponsor is texting her, and he want that ass over there by 4 p.m. Mississippi is doing some promo for her lash line that's in beauty supply stores now. They're now in Jacksonville, and Gidget came out with them. The Dirty Dozen tour is going dummy. Murder asked Woody, where's his promotions and shit? And so Woody said, yeah, I could get you a lash line and you be around here looking like Uncle Murder and shit. Mississippi, she come over to them and she shows Murder the video of what happened last night at the club with the fight and everything. And she was like, it was so ghetto at the Pink. Was it that ghetto when I was there? Girl, Mississippi, you try to act like you so far removed from that person. That was just yesterday, girl. Calm down. Humble beginnings. It's not that I don't think that Mississippi is more talented than where she is or was. Like, she can't rise above the Pink, but may find her ass back down at the Pink. She told her crew that Gidget is going to be joining them all the way down to Birmingham and preparing to leave, but Big T, he's looking at something on his phone, and it's the George Floyd situation. We all remember how we was feeling about this. So Rome is like, damn, I wonder what that nigga did to cause that. And Big T, he is the type of person that put the world problems all on his shoulders. A lot of us since COVID, it's been like that for us psychologically. Like, we've been taking in so much, and even today, like, it's just so much stuff going on. But a person like Big T, it really weighs on him, so he's sensitive about it. He's like, what the fuck? Why he had to do something to cause that? What you mean? Rome, he didn't want no trouble, so he just let that nigga have it. The Dirty Dozen crew, they driving up to Birmingham, and because of the George Floyd situation, you know, everybody came out to protest and riots and stuff like that was going on. The expressway was backed up. First, they was listening to a news station that was keep briefing them about everything that was going on. So Gidget, she turns the radio, and they hear DJ Never Scared. He has a song playing on the radio. And Murder's like, hold up, that's Never Scared. And Woody was like, no, it's not. They listen harder. Like, yeah, that's him. Gidget, she calls him. They all congratulate him about his song. And he tells Lil Murder, like, I was trying to get you put on, but you ain't bring that track over. So Woody said, yeah, we gonna bring it over. And Rome, like, I hope that your manager is working for your publishing. Like, a lot of people just go off of, you know, they just trying to get easy fame and get out there, and they get fucked for millions off their publishing. Woody is like, I got that. No, you don't, Woody. Woody don't know what he's doing with management, and he needs to get close to Rome and see what he can learn from him. He's talking about he got a relationship with DJ Never Scared. Their relationships ever trump contracts and things of that sort in business. Please, relationship and business are two different things. Rome and Woody going back and forth. Big T, he gets frustrated. We're like, can everybody shut the fuck up? He's trying to hear the news that's coming on the radio. And they learned that Birmingham will have an 8 o'clock curfew, and that fucks their show up at the club. Rome is mad. He's like, oh, because of a dead nigga? Big T turned back around. He gave him that look like, bitch, play with me if you want. Roman's like, look, we gotta keep celebrating. Fuck that. We gonna throw something at the hotel when we get down there. And everyone is feeling this. Sadie's is on time for her 4 o'clock appointment. But when she arrives, Farrah was there. So they make small talk about that girl on girl action, and both of them find out that it was each other's first time. Sadie, she explains to Farrah why she had to leave the two high and wet, and Mercedes explains to her that she had to leave because her daughter was calling. It was an emergency. So while the two was talking, Coach, he calls his wife. So while she's talking to him on the phone, Mercedes, she gets on the pole. Farrah, she is instantly attracted. She grabs her camera and she's just flicking it up. So Mercedes said, no press, no public appearance, no photos. That's what the NDA said. Farrah said, I won't tell if you don't. And went from photography to pole classes. Farrah, she is awkward on the pole. So Mercedes encouraged her and she tries to do the pole, and it was an epic fail. So she's twerking and she's stiff as a board. Mercedes said, take that stick out of your ass and be able to flex that twerk muscle. All Mercedes was saying is relax, stop overthinking it, and bounce that ass, ho. Oh, Farrah got it now. She tells Mercedes that she wanted to hate her, but now all she can do is hate herself. And she gets embarrassed for coming out and being vulnerable to Mercedes, and she tells Mercedes that she's sorry for pulling herself out on a stripper. Mercedes, she get a little offended, and I'm like, why? And because Farrah apologizes, she's like, no, that's what you meant. Oh, Mercedes, aren't you a stripper? Unless she was looking at it like Farrah looks at her less than because she is a stripper, but like Farrah told you last episode, girl, you're making 10 bands a week just off of what you do, Mercedes. Oh, well, a little more, but Farrah, she looks at it like Mercedes is a boss. She currying herself and she's making money at the same time. Anyway, Mercedes is like, yeah, you meant that. She's like, just go ahead and go. Coach is coming, and Farrah explains that no, he's not. She's the one who booked the appointment with Mercedes. Farrah tells Mercedes that she admires how Mercedes can hold her own weight, and Mercedes tells her, look, I'm human too. I fall too a lot. Well, Farrah's like, you fall? Let me make you feel better. She wanted some girl-on-girl action, and they gets it in. And this scene, I don't know. Like, okay, why couldn't they stop at the threesome? I don't know. And if they start going together, Farrah and Mercedes, I'm going to start watching this show. At the Pank, they're trying to get everything up to code. And Big L, he got Duffy to bring over our cousins, the Africans, and to get everything on the low. Buy black and keep the dollar in the community. They're there and they have all the materials and everything. And Toy, she grabbed a crew to help, and Diamond is there as well. He said he heard that the Pink needs some help, so he came on down. And work is getting done. Grandmother, she is not blind. Okay, I don't care. She over there flirting with Godfrey. She is legally blind. Okay, so everybody is working, and the ladies, they are over there talking about Diamond and all the gossip that happened on Little Murder Night. One is like, he crazy because of the war and he snapped. And somebody else was saying it was about Keyshawn. He was going to shoot her baby daddy. It's just all this gossip. But Big Bone over there, she eating all of that up. Like, okay, taking notes. Toy ass is sickly, and this is not no damn COVID or allergies. I don't know what the hell this is. Diamond, he goes back to the Paradise Room to face whatever spirits are left there. And we know that Martavia's spirit is still in there. And Diamond, he knows this as well. He also sees a hand reaching out. When Big L comes in and he breaks the haunting energy, it likes bring Diamond back to reality. And I'm like, oh shit, what are we gonna do? And Kyle holds a press conference about the riots, and he puts the city of Chucalissa on an 8 o'clock curfew. So Uncle Clifford tells everyone, just calm down, and everyone just going to have to stay at the club. Now, Autumn, she has a problem with that because we know that she's been staying there. And Uncle Clifford is like, look, that's what it's going to be. People just going to have to sleep here. Like, girl, you should have been at an apartment. Anyway, they up there watching Sister Pastor Woodbine on the TV, and she's praying for her community, trying to keep the people from rioting. And it really touches Roulette. And she goes in the back, she's crying, and Duffy hears her. So he asks her what's wrong. And Roulette to say, all of this shit, it just reminds me of my brother. 3 years ago, her brother Demethrius, that's what this title was about. Well, he was pulled over by the cops for a broken tail light, and the cops claim that he had a gun, but she know for a fact he didn't. Roulette tells Duffy, like, y'all always get away with this shit. Duffy didn't take offense to it. He had empathy for her, unlike Gidget, who was nonchalant to big teak issues, and we'll get to that later. Come to find out, Diamond is at the paint just to help out, not for good. He tells Big L that that Big L should find somewhere else to work because he doesn't think that the pink will be able to survive this. And I'm like, what? What, Diamond? The spirits? And that's what I think Diamond is speaking of, that energy that he's feeling. Big L, he's dedicated to the pink. And I think this has a lot to do with Uncle Clifford taking a chance out on him when no one else would, and giving him a job. And you give a person a job and things like that, they feel purpose. They feel like they have a purpose. So Big L said, long as the pank is here, I'm here. He tells Diamond, and I'm going to need security like you, someone who knows where the bodies are buried. The Pink damn sure need Diamond and to get rid of that bad juju. I don't care. But you know what they say, child. Protect your energy, so Diamond must know what he can handle. Big Bone, she finally makes her way to Diamond. He introduces himself, and Big Bone tells him, oh, I already know. The way them girls up in there yapping about you. He tells him, yeah, they in there yapping, but they ain't gonna do shit. And that's the difference between me and them. And she introduces herself, Big Bone. And Diamond says, is that right? He said, you need to go on and get up out of here before the curfew. Big Bone said, I ain't the type of bitch to be worried about no curfew. Drove my daddy and them crazy. Hey, I like that, Big Bone. Big Bone says to Diamond, but me and you can break curfew. You coming or not? He took his ass on. I believe that Big Bone has plans for Diamond. Is it going to be for good or bad? Is it going to be for the spiritual world? Like she's trying to take him down? I don't know. I don't know about all that. So I don't know. But I'm here for it. Mercedes finally wakes up after a good time with Farrah, I guess. Well, Farrah done left. And she left. She also leaves Mercedes a text message saying that it was wonderful and she can't wait till the next time. I can't with these two. If they fall in love and start dating, they done lost me. Mercedes see all the texts about her mom being on TV, so he's like, what the fuck? She was on TV? Your mom is awesome. What? She didn't even see that. She missed all of that shit. He gets a text from Uncle Clifford that was hours ago talking about that he need all hands on deck to help her, get the things together so the paint will pass the inspection and they can open back up. So instantly, Mercedes is really dedicated to Uncle Clifford. And unlike Keyshawn, who's trying to shit on the Pink, Mercedes has this love and respect for the Pink because she knows it's connected to Uncle Clifford. This is Uncle Clifford family legacy. This is his baby. And she respects that. And we seen in last season that she always pays her homage to it, supporting it, everything that she can do. Remember, she was getting ready to go out on retirement and she was getting ready to help Uncle Clifford save the Pink. So she jumps up, try to hurry up and get over there. She looks to the left at the nightstand and seeing that Farrah left her 10 stacks. Okay. Mercedes looked like she was offended, but I don't think Farrah was trying to offend her. I think that Farrah was just giving her that because, Mercedes thought that she was coming to get her 10 stacks, not that she's a paid hoe. Mercedes grabbed them damn stacks and get the fuck up out of there. Back at the Pank, Ashley Larry done show his face. Now, earlier in the episode, he finally makes it home back to his wife. And yes, he was staying down in Chuckalisa until the will was read, and that's where he find out that Mayor Ruffin had left him his house. So he's back home in Atlanta, and he hears some sex in the air. Child, he rolls up on his wife sucking dick in his bedroom. Ashley Larry grabbed that fool, locked his arms around that man's neck. And his wife is just yelling, Andre, stop. Girl, bitch, if you don't shut the fuck up, you lucky if you don't kill that man. Now, Ashley Larry ain't shit because he was fucking Autumn. Yes, they was fucking. I remember they fucked. And it wasn't that time she was dreaming and having phone sex. I just don't like that now the wife has to be the bad guy. Like, even if he didn't have sex with Autumn, he's like emotionally checked out from her. For this season, for her to be the one that got caught slipping, I don't know. I don't like you. I don't like that situation. I mean, it's real. Not saying on a writer's end, because it can happen in real life. Y'all think that I'm gonna sit around and be Team Andre because his wife got caught with another dick in her mouth besides her husband? Nope. Anyway, after he let the dude live and he run up out of there butt naked, she's like, "Where's your mask, bitch? Where's my mask?" Did you really? Now, if he'd have slapped you, girl, if he'd have slapped you to that floor. Anyway, Andre gets down telling her, that he always felt like this is her house. He was like, this is why you disrespect me, because this is not my house for real. Your family make it seems like that, he's living off of her. He feels like he don't have no place there. So I'm like, okay, they just about to wrap this all up. He tells her, like, yeah, I put in a bid to run for mayor down in Chuckalisa. And she was like, what? Like, and this really gets to Andre. So now he's like, fuck her. And so anyway, now he's down at the bar. And he comes in, Uncle Clifford, like, you look like a man whose wife just cheated on. Well, yep, mine's did. Uncle Clifford hands him the whole fucking bottle. Like, yeah, drown your sorrows, boy. But fuck you, Andre. We gonna leave him a minute to sit up there and Hallie face all goddamn night. Anyway, Uncle Clifford is trying to accommodate everyone that's staying at the Pank, and he tells someone that they can sleep right over there at that couch. So they was like, it looks like this spot is already spoken for, and it was all the Autumn shit there. Like, yeah, you're busting, bitch. They know, everybody know you're living in the Pank. All right, back to the Dirty Dozen tour. So everybody is at the hotel. They're having a kickback. It's a vibe. So everybody except for Big T is over there overdosing over the riot and everything. And there's nothing wrong with that. I shouldn't say overdosing, but he's not really focused on having a good time. He wants to know what's going on about this riot situation. It's getting to him. Lil Murder come over there and ask him, like, you all right? I mean, it's a turn up and you turn down. He gonna tell Lil Murder, don't you gotta be writing a rhyme or some shit like that? So Lil Murder like, man, whatever. He go on and walks out the room. Well, Rome was like, fuck this shit. Like, I'm about to change this energy. He cuts the TV off. And he wants to give a toast to Mississippi for all her hard work and everything. And Big T is like, why you cut that off? Rome is like, hold up, homie. This is my room. So that's my TV. And I can cut it off when I want to. And Big T thing is like, look, another black man has been took it down again. And Roman's like, okay, what did he do? You sitting up there talking about that, but these people up here rioting in their own community, that's stupid shit. Rome asks him, what did he do to make it the police do that to him? Look, he's a big black man, he gotta be taken down, Rome is just a ignorant, selfish nigga, okay, cooning. But even as a black person, as a black man, some people hold these feelings. And Teak is just going off. And El Gidget, she wanted all the smoke with Teak. And she's talking about she'll kick Teak ass. Like, girl, please. He told her, get your white pasty ass her face. Big T gets so heated, he stomped the damn coffee table into pieces. Gidget said her ass down. Yes, Gidget, we gonna need you to sit this one out, okay? And she mainly probably got up for her girl Mississippi, but girl, this is family's business. You just sit this one out. With all of this that Teak is doing, it's triggering to Mississippi, and she's crying, and I'm like, girl, whatever, Mississippi. Big T, he makes it back to his room that he's sharing with Lil Murder. So he's pacing back and forth, and he finds himself, I'm assuming, in the dark place that he found himself in, that hole. He's just going through it, the emotions of being a black man in this society. And we all felt like this around George Floyd. Like a damn another one. God damn, it was just a lot for a lot of us, not only Big T. He hears Little Murder. Little Murder is laying down that track to send to DJ Never Scared. And I'm assuming that it brings him back to reality, to a calmer place, you know. So he goes in the bathroom, he starts peeing. Now, Little Murder, he's recording his track, so he's like, God damn, nigga, you got pissed while I'm recording? And Big T is like, look, I had to go. The way Little Murder looked at that day, I knew right then and there. I said, yep, this confirmed it for me. Yes, ma'am. These two in the past has definitely made love. All right, so they out the bathroom, and Big T is still watching the news about the riots. And Little Murder tells Teak that he need to stop watching it, and he asks him, man, why are you tatting your face up? Why are you doing that? He tells him, look, I'm weeping for the world. And sometimes I don't even know why my mama had me. And this is sad. And Teak tells him, this world, it doesn't matter what type of nigga you are. Rich nigga, poor nigga, dumb nigga, educated nigga, president nigga, pimp nigga. It does not matter. The world doesn't want a nigga. So he might as well be a menace to society. So many people, black people, feel this way, and mainly black men, you know, but our women, like, the world want us to go against one another, black men and black women, but it's a lot of women that we weep for our black men, because this is how a lot of men feel. Even if they don't recognize it, they feel this way. We can all relate to this George Floyd situation. Murder, he comes over there and he's caressing Teak. And because he feels his man, he knows what he wants, he knows what he needs. And they proceed to make some love making, okay? And it's intense. But that's all Big T needed, was some of that good. Rome in Mississippi see off Gidget. She's going back to Nashville. And Rome is like, yeah, you had to get rid of her. Mississippi said, yeah, Gidget is my girl and everything, but some things I just can't talk to her about, some situations. He tells her, yeah, well, I'm gonna take care of that Big T. He not gonna be able to be rolling with us. And Mississippi tried to downplay it, like, no, I'm good. He like, no, I seen it in your pretty little face, and you don't gotta worry about that when I'm around. I'm gonna take care of this shit. Wody, he was on the other side smoking a cigarette where they couldn't see him, but he hears all of this. Child, when Big T find out that he can't roll with them on his Dirty Dozen tour, he's going to be mad. And it would be the smart decision for Lil Murder to make, because Big T is going to be a liability. This is why it's important to have purpose in your life. Big T, he seems like he has a big heart. And if he doesn't channel it in a positive way, he's going to spiral out of control. And like he said, he's just going to be sucked up into what the world wants him to be, a menace to society. Back at the Pink, Andre and Holly are conversing, and he's telling Holly everything that happened. And what really made him tick was the fact that his wife laughed at him. He told her that he wanted to run for mayor of Chucalissa, not the fact that she had the dick in her mouth. Hallie is taken back by it. She's like, hold up, you want to run for mayor of Chucalissa? And he was like, yeah, what you mean? And she's like, no, not like that. I just think it's perfect. Womp, womp, womp. I'm not rooting for these two. He asks Haley, okay, all right, so you gonna stick around and watch me run? And she's like, no, not if I get an offer for this building. He tells her, okay, Corbin, he wanted to offer you $1 million. She's like, no. Before the pandemic, them promised land people, they was coming around, they was offering way more for this property. Haley knows the value of it. She has no personal ties to the club, and she's just about her money. She did come in and save today, and these are the things that Uncle Clifford should have thought about before he made this deal with her. And then again, Haley Montavious would have been on your ass. Either you would have been dead, or you would have been back with that crazy motherfucker. Mercedes, she finally make it back down to the paint. He comes over to the Uncle Clifford, and she's like, yeah, I just got your message. I hurried up down here. Whole time, Uncle Clifford, he done sat up there and heard everything that Haley done told Andre. At this point, both Mercedes and Uncle Clifford is listening to what Haley and Andre is talking about. Selling the pink. Child, Uncle Clifford, he done had enough. He storms out there. Autumn Nights, Lakeisha Savage, Haley Colton, bitch. You think you're a businesswoman? Bitch, I got your business. Ashley Larry now, he want to dip up out of there. Bye, Ashley. Uncle Clifford says to her, we had a thief in the temple the entire time, and you and that bootleg Obama sitting over there plotting on the Pink's demise. Mercedes said, yep, we heard it all. Haley thing is, if Pastor Woodbine wins, their good is gone. And Mercedes said, hold up, don't put my mama in this because you're a lying bitch. By this time, everyone hears the commotion and they come on out. Big Al was like, what's going on? Uncle Clifford tells him, this bitch is trying to sell my club. Big Al was like, no, we just got this shit up and running. What you doing, man? Haley said, look, everyone will be fine. Everyone will find something like I did. It's just a building. You can take the money and build a Pink somewhere else. And my thing is the nerve of Haley. Haley, you done already had your hustle going on before you even got to the Pink. And opportunities as such as this not coming by every day for these people. Uncle Clifford tells her, you seem to have forgot how you got in the position to even buy this building, Haley Colton. Goes on to say, it's funny that it's just a building when you was living, you the one living up in here. So Mercedes like, living here? You said that you was staying with a friend. Uncle Clifford said, this bitch ain't got no fucking friends. Clifford, he got a new rule. Rule number 29,763. Under that rule, you'll find a picture of Autumn Nights, Lakeisha Savage. Watch who the fuck you let in the door because you can't save every hoe. Now, everyone is mad at Haley for being a fake bitch. Uncle Clifford, he's crushed about this. This is family legacy for him, his baby, you know? I personally think that Uncle Clifford will kill Haley before she sells this paint. But we'll see. Mercedes, she tells her, like, look, Martavius was right what he said about you. You're easy to love, but you're an easier bitch to hate. Okay, now it's the top of the morning, and Lauren is back. It's there 24 hours. Sometimes getting things for the low isn't worth a damn because it didn't pass inspection. Okay, so back over at the Dirty Dozen. It's morning and sunlight shines across Little Murder face. Big T, he's sitting in the windowsill with a postcard in his hand and he wants to know who is Cliff. He's like, damn, you ain't never sent me no postcards when I was locked up. Little Murder, he's just sitting here like, damn, here we go with this bullshit. As the Dirty Dozen crew, they riding out to the next city. Little Murder, he gets a text from Uncle Clifford that read, the world seems like it's falling apart. You okay? And I'm like, oh, how sweet. Little Murder, you gonna have to tell Big T he need to chill out, or you gonna have to tell him the truth. Tell him what it is, because homie need to chill out. You love Uncle Clifford. That's what you had said. That's what you said. Don't try to backpedal and pussy pop now. Be a man of your word. And that's where the episode ends. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye.